So today is the 21st of July, and I just got 1,000 subscribers. We always associate completing goals, doing tasks we thought were impossible, or overcoming something that we didn't think we would ever be able to do. We always associate this with some sort of happiness, some sort of final feeling of euphoria that will come rushing over you as the challenge is over. But when you've been fighting and working towards that goal for so long that you don't even remember when you didn't, then I've learned that it actually takes a conscious effort in order to just stop yourself, grab yourself by the shoulder, and just say, you know what? You just made tremendous progress, or you just reached that goal that you didn't think you could do. And that is the experience that I went through the morning where I got that 1,000 subscribers. Now, I'm well aware that this isn't uploaded anywhere near the date where I actually reached the 1,000 subscribers. It might have been uploaded a few days after, or maybe a whole week after. I don't know, but the reason that I've been waiting has been for a couple of reasons. First of all, I don't want to be one of those dudes who say, thank you so much for giving me the subscriber count, only to lose a few subscribers and then, your video's just standing there being kind of awkward. And second, because this subscriber milestone, as opposed to many other subscriber milestones, is actually important for the channel overall. It's really important because this actually allows me to do something that I didn't think I'd be able to do this year at all. But basically what I've done is that now that I have 1,000 subscribers and way over 4,000 hours of watch time, I'm now able to, or eligible to actually get my videos monetized. I'm eligible to become a professionally paid YouTuber. And that title, to someone who's been working to become a YouTuber for like 8 or 9 years, that's a crazy freaking title. And that's something that I really need to consciously just sit to myself. I need to sit and just, think for an hour and actually process that, I reached this goal. I didn't think in the beginning of this year, when I had 110 subscribers and I made that subscriber milestone video, that I would be able to reach 1,000 subscribers within this year. But I set the bar and we managed to reach that number with almost half a year left. That just makes me so happy and so hopeful for the future of the channel, and it actually gives me like this insight that, or it gives me hope. It gives me that idea that, even if I set the bar really high, then if not only I, but we as a community keep working hard to make it as much of an appealing and nice community as it's become, then we might be able to reach even higher goals than this, or even more ambitious goals than this in the future. And while, I of course don't think it's appropriate to state a new sub goal or anything. That feels like I'm demanding something of you guys, when all this video is about is really just celebrating. It's about celebrating what this channel has become from day one, and even from the start of this year. From the start of this year, this channel has moved so much, it's been insane. But, with a lot of these different subscriber milestone celebrations and all of these thanks and stuff that we as creators are giving to the viewers, to the point that, it's so saturated that people are probably tired of people thanking them, then, I feel like it's appropriate to actually put in some celebration, something that I know that a bunch of people, even people who've been watching this channel for so long, have been requesting that I do something. And in the beginning of this year, at around, I think the 110 subscriber milestone, I think I said it in, that, maybe around my 10,000 or perhaps even my 1,000 subscriber milestone, I would do a face reveal. Yes, this video is not clickbait. It's not clickbait. I would much prefer not to be that kind of person, and people have been asking for it for a while, and it's nothing demanding. Don't worry, it's not because I'm pressured into it or anything. It's something that I really wanted to do myself as well, so don't protect me in the comments or anything. I'm fine with it. But yeah, I thought that you guys especially we older viewers and creators, we've gotten to know each other a lot through this past year. There were even some people who are still commenting to this day, who were commenting on my 110 subscriber milestone, and I thought it would be appropriate for you guys to actually finally know who I am. Here you go. Those are pictures of me. And despite what amazing flirtatious confidence I'm showing off in those pictures, that I'm not actually a person who's very confident about their appearance. I've always been sort of a black sheep. I've always been in a community where it didn't really look like anyone because everyone else I pretty much knew were just like naturally Scandinavian in ethnicity. And by that I don't mean that I don't have any friends or anything at all. I actually have a big circle of friends that I care much about now, and I've had many different friends throughout the years, but it's just I've always felt that I stood out at least a little bit, and there have been times where I've been bullied, especially in my younger years, for my appearance, so I don't know, I just always never really felt like I fit in. But anyways, this is actually quite a big milestone for me as well, because if you think about it, then up until this point, then I, as a kind of shy person, would have been able to completely delete this channel, and you know, nobody would know who I was. I could wipe this channel off the face of the earth, and nobody would be able to trace anything back to me. Maybe my voice, but that would be really hard. But now there's actual photo evidence out there. I put in a reference, and now me and Scribbs have actually become officially the same person, I guess, in identity. And I know that actually it sounds more influential than it actually is on paper, but to me, that has always been very important, because now it means that I'm also in this for the long run. And people who are on YouTube will now fully be able to know who I am, having seen both my face and known my personality throughout this last year or so. But hopefully I get to see more of you guys, and hopefully you'll continue supporting me, and hopefully my face isn't too ugly and you'll leave me immediately. That actually, it's funny because that actually is sort of a little bit of a pseudo fear of mine, that, you know, people will see my face reveal and then people will just slowly start leaving out the door. I'm sorry if I disappointed anyone. I know that it can be like that sometimes with these face reveals, because most of the time YouTubers just never look the way you expect them to. And you know, that's just how life is. I'm sorry, but out of all the different critique you can give me, my physical appearance is probably the one I have least control over. So I'm sorry about that. Hopefully it's handleable. In the more distant future though, I would like to become more of a traditional gaming YouTuber, having like a whole face cam set up and stuff like that. I'm not actually that camera shy, since, you know, you retro dudes remember that I actually used to record with webcam on some of my older channels. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of used to it, and it'll probably not be that hard to get back into. But you know, I want a good setup. I don't want to just put up a freaking Logitech webcam and then that'll be the end of it. I want some good lighting, and I want some good solutions to be set in place before I do any sort of stuff like that. If I'm gonna do it, it's not gonna be terrible. That is pretty much my only ultimatum, but it's still an idea that I'm kind of playing around with, so I want you guys' opinions on it. Now that you've seen my face, do you think it's so disgusting that it should be left in the dark, or would you actually kind of feel okay with the idea that, you know, I might bring up a face cam to do some of these next do some of these next Let's Plays and stuff with, so I can become more of a traditional gaming YouTuber too. That's up to you guys to decide. But anyways, other than that, then I've pretty much said all that I needed to do. Thank you so much, genuinely, to the people who have been supporting me throughout this year, and even multiple years. There were people like Tesser and Ryan and other different YouTubers, or not YouTubers, commenters, who've been just helping out and been so interactive on the channel. And I know that there's a ton of people who like comment at the moment, and I get comments on almost every video. Or actually, I think I get comments on every video, but it's still those comments that held me up. They were the backbone of the channel, and I can never thank you guys enough for supporting me. I even remember some of you guys were writing on like my 110 subscriber milestone and said, yeah, you know, that's a bit of an ambitious goal, but you know what, I feel like you should aim for it, go for it, I believe in you, and stuff like that. And you know, that the fact that we're here, that's something for the both of us to celebrate, so thank you so much for your support. I feel ready, I feel refreshed, I feel motivated, and after getting all this moving out of the apartment stuff over and actually getting like a job going, then, you know, I'll be able to just sit down and grind away at videos harder than I ever have before. And I just feel so ready to just really kick this channel in the ass and just keep it going, because I know that I have people supporting me, but also a growing community supporting me. So that is, like, that's just so nice to finally have that luxury that I didn't have, where I was just all by my lonesome those couple of years ago. So even if you're just joining in on the channel, even if you're just tuning in and you're a new subscriber, you don't mean anything less. You keep me fired up, you keep me going. So thank you all so much for watching, thank you all so much for 1,000 subscribers, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.